Welcome, beautiful souls. This is our energy encouragement for the week of March 20th through the 26th. Again, the only reason I'm putting time on these videos is because I'm following the moon cycles. And so trust your divine that if you were guided here to listen to these messages today, that there's something here that you can take from it. So welcome, everybody. I started this about 3 weeks ago. I'm really finding it encouraging for the times to be able to tap into the energy. How I do this is I have drawn cards for the beginning of the week, the middle of the week, and towards the end of the week. And as you've noticed, I'm taking this energy from about Sunday through Saturday, and then as we go along, these times just overlap, right? So it's not just linear. So thank you so much for being here. Let's get right into it. We begin this energy encouragement week with the sun moving out of the deep, mutable water sign of Pisces, and the sun makes its way into the sign of Aries. Cardinal fire, spring in the northern hemisphere, fall going into winter in the southern hemisphere. So again, this is always timeless, and it expands out no matter where you reside. So just take within you whatever messages resonate. So the equinox energy is all about balancing out. It is also being that spring type of energy, initiation. It sets the tone for the rest of the astrological year. And as we know, this is truly the energy of the true initial start of the year. It's also known on the 20th to be the International Astrology Day as well. So just thought I would share that. So as I'm coming to you today recording this, it is Saturday, just the day prior. And so as we move into Sunday, where we have the spring equinox, the Aries, the sun moves into Aries. We have a lot of fire initiating, sparking the energy of newness, planting a seed for the rest of our year. So keep that in mind as we dabble into these messages for encouragement, empowerment, and I hope you enjoy. So for the first part of the week, I chose the Lemurian energy because we have the moon will move out of Libra into the sign of Scorpio, the fixed water sign, the dark, deep depths. So people as a collective, moon and Scorpio can take us deep diving, can take us deep down into our subconscious. It is a deep feeling sign as it is, very psychically in tune. So also pay attention to that as the moon moves into Scorpio, because the moon in Scorpio energy, and if you have this predominantly in your birth natal chart, there's a loyalty here with these people. There's also, because they are deep feelers, they can build walls. So there can be a distrust. The moon in Scorpio energy is very secretive because it's so dark, deep within themselves. And it's also a feeling of emotional transformation. So a transformative energy as the moon is in Scorpio. So what do we have firstly? I always set my intentions, my prayers, and I actually go outside and ground. Before I come in, I always work with the highest, holy, divine. I call it God, Creator, Source, and the Holy Spirit. I don't piss around with the, black magic shit. So just know that these are always done through love, through encouragement, as we are all walking this journey on the earth plane. So the first card up for the week, Lady Justice herself. So as I stated earlier, I'm recording this on Saturday the 19th, and the moon is in Libra. So this energy is divine. This is a major arcana. So this is about fairness. This is about bringing things into balance, which is perfect as we go into the sun moving into Aries with the equinox. And this is about equality. This is about clarity. So gaining clarity within ourselves is encouraged. through the beginning of the week. And this also resonates as well with just an ability to be able to see all different perspectives. Let me look at the image a little more here. She's like the sword of truth, right? Clarity in our thoughts, clarity and fairness within us and around us. Beautiful golden scales balancing out things within us. And also, again, because the moon moves from Libra into Scorpio, it could be about balancing our emotions and our thoughts. So let's see what else we have. That is from my Chiron Marchetti, I do believe. Tarot. The next card is up from the Gaia Oracle. Man, we just got this recently. Remembrance, resurfacing of past feelings and emotion. That could definitely be coming up as the moon takes its deep dive into Scorpio for the beginning of the week. Process it. If you have things coming up that are deep feelings, deep emotions, just remember to dive into it, to feel all of your feels. And that is very significant with the moon going to be in Scorpio during this beginning of the week. So what else do we have from our... Oh, I pulled more than I did normally, but you know what? This is a great way for me to utilize a lot of the decks that I don't use all the time. So I'm really enjoying it, and I'm hoping that you are as well. From my Astrological Oracle, second house owning. So second house is ruled by Taurus. It's represented by Venus. So this energy at the beginning of the week is asking us to reflect upon what we value, what we find beauty in. How are we owning the processes of our emotions? How are we finding that equilibrium, that balance, that harmony, that clarity through the process that we have within us? Are we allowing those energies to surface, those deep feeling emotions? Are we owning that? This is also about monetary. So pay attention, I guess, at the beginning of the week on what you hold value in. Do you need to go out and invest in something for yourself? This don't even have to be anything that's, like strictly investments. This could be an investment as in, do I need to do something to pamper myself this week at the beginning of the week to, process some really deep emotions that may be coming up and surfacing? Do I need to go out and get a manicure? Yeah, I do. I can't find anybody around here. Excuse them. Do I need to go for a massage? Do I find the beauty in my everyday life? So that's all about the second house. The second house is just after Aries. Aries is fire. And then we have Taurus, where it's about embodying it, valuing yourself, valuing your body. And we're just on this side of the Virgo full moon. So it's all about health. How are you valuing yourself, your vessel? Are you listening to your body? Are you owning whatever comes up from within you? So think about that at the beginning of the week. And that may just be a process of, we have the second house owning here with a earth sign, and we have an emotional energy here of remembrance and things coming up in our emotions and feelings. Are we taking the time to find balance, seeing things with clarity, bringing in equality and a balance within ourselves? So from the Goddess Guidance Oracle for the beginning of the week, enjoying my tea time. Sedna. Oh, I've been learning about her. Infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. Beautiful goddess energy. Did I write anything down? No, that I have that written down on Aries. So Sedna is the goddess of water, emotions. And she's also like reminding us that we have an infinite supply. So maybe you're feeling that you don't have enough. Maybe you're feeling lack mentality. The Sedna energy is allowing, it's perfect with this remembrance card as well, too, with the deep emotions. And you have the water here. She's laying in there. I love that she's in the ocean, purifying any of those deep emotions or feelings that may be coming up. So, like the traditional of baptism. I have many times through the grieving process just go in the bathtub and, excuse me, purified myself, right? Visualize them emotions coming up and out, cleansing through tears. So the reminder here from Sadhana is to go deep diving in this moon and Scorpio energy. It's going to happen anyway, so why not just feel all the feels? Remember that you're not defined by them and that it's very healthy. And as a human species, we have the gift of feels and emotions, right? So you are supplied for today and all of your tomorrow. So you have enough. No worries about what you're owning. Find value in what you have presently today. And so the infinite supply, you are eternal. You are abundant. Very feminine energy. And lastly, from my animal oracle deck, I chose to draw this with it this week. Make your dreams real. Spider Spirit. Lots of purples in this reading. We have greens, heart chakra, and we have purples. So third eye, crown, making sure that you have the good balance the beginning of the week with maybe your spiritual practice, your spiritual becoming, embodying it, finding a nice, good, healthy balance between doing and receiving. Allowing those deep emotions to come up with the moon in Scorpio at the beginning of the week. Go into your deep feels, then process what you're owning, whether it be in your body, and throw heart chakra, again, third eye, crown coming up. So just allowing yourself to gain some clarity with that. You have an infinite supply, the Sadhana energy, of everything that you need. And that is how you can start co-creating and making your dreams real. So manifestation, great time to plant seeds with this sun moving into Aries. Cardinal energy is an initiation. Get started on those practices. And then it's all about balancing everything out with this equinox energy. All right, beautiful message. I hope it resonates for you. And I hope that you tuck it away to pay attention for the beginning of the week. Next, middle of the week, I chose carnelian because the moon will move into Sagittarius, fire, mutable fire energy. Moon in Sagittarius, people, or as we will all be feeling, the moon in Sagittarius, there's an optimism, there's an emotional need for freedom. This energy also can be impulsive, but the Sagittarius energy also has a passionate about it. That is a very huge trait for the energy of fire. So bringing forth a passionate optimism within you towards the middle of the week. And let's see what we have. The Chariot. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me look at it a little bit more. Dark and light, the white and black horse. This is showing us from the beginning of the week to the middle of the week, you may be finding more balance. The moon in Sagittarius is fire. The Chariot energy, to me, I'm not a tarot reader, as many of you know that have been with me, but this is a great way for me to integrate it and learn it. And a lot of times I learn by feels of the image, the photos of the image, and I kind of understand the elements. So it's beautiful for me to integrate this. The Chariot energy is about action. We have fire in the sky with the moon in Sagittarius, and then the sun moving into Aries as well. So this is about reflecting upon our progress. This is about taking initiative to start moving forward with some action. This is about a confidence that may be coming through for us towards the middle of the week after processing those deep emotions as the moon was in Scorpio at the beginning of the week. So this energy is definitely about action. It's initiation, perfect with the sun moving into Aries, and really have appreciation within yourself of the progress that you've made. Keep moving, keep one step in front of another, one process. Go forward with a confidence, and let's see what else we have. Moonlight, travel, romance, potential. Feel a lot of blue here, a lot of feelings of the blue energy with the water and the moon. Travel. So for some of you, this may be you need to go and literally travel. Go take care of something that needs to be done. Romance with the Chariot energy. Maybe this is some people that have been held back, where you've been just doing this processing of relationships, and this may not just be strictly romance. This could be going forward with something that you love, something you're passionate about. Finding more of that equality and that balance at the beginning of the week may just be what you need to move forward with a project that you're emotionally passionate about, because this potential is the last message on this card. So seeing the progress within you, going forward with a confidence with this Chariot card, going and starting, right? Planting a seed, whether it be doing something that you're passionate about that may bring forth, new potentials. This is a huge time with this equinox energy and the sun moving into Aries, because it is about setting your intention now, planting the seed, taking some actions forward, because this equinox energy sets the tone for your whole year ahead. So Mars force, okay? So Mars is the ruling planet of Aries, and on the low aspect of it, it can be too impulsive. On the low aspect of it, it can be acting out of anger. It can be about warring. It can be about conflict. Mars on the higher aspect of it is perfect with the Chariot energy, because it's asking us to take initiation. Mars is our energy. Mars is, ruling planet of Aries. It's that cardinal energy of getting something going, moving forward with your progress. It's also very impulsive, but maybe this is to be asking you to trust your intuition on what it is that you have set seeds for some potentials that you want going forward. Root chakra, throat chakra. For some of you, it may be that you have balanced out. Maybe you feel like you've had some fear that's held you back from being this Chariot energy. So maybe this is just you doing some energy work on yourself to release some fear and visualizing that root chakra, releasing it, allowing that to turn into a passion, because we do have the moon in Sagittarius. That's fire energy as well. Then the sun will be in Aries by that time. So there's fire, there's an initiating fire, and there's also a mutable fire. So pay attention to that. Don't allow the low vibration of Mars to have you act out of impulse with not tuning into, this has got the moonlight, right, on the water. Reflect upon that maybe towards the middle of the week. So from the goddess guidance, what is the little message here? Goddess Bast, independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. Isn't she powerful? So Aries energy is cardinal. Aries energy can be very independent. On the low aspect of that, Aries energy can be one of those who does not want to ask for help. And so how you balance that out within you is to be able to be open and receptive to that. Independence is wonderful, but if you have a problem with asking for help for others or other ideas, then really just reflect upon that within yourself, because the strength comes from within you, but you have to balance that feminine masculine too as well. Not only being the doer like the Chariot and going forward in progress, but also being open with this moonlight energy of being receptive. So we just, we have the water and the fire. And what happens if we have too much water on a fire? It can snuff our passions. So remember your independence, and your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So knowing who you are, kind of at the beginning of the week where that balance is, being in tune with your emotions, but also knowing when to take action. That is your strength. That is your superpower. This also, because these are group messages, just reflecting upon that makes me think of thinking outside of the box, not going with the current narratives of the world right now, being an independent thinker, feeler, to not be swayed by others, and allowing that progress to take you forward. So from the Animal Oracle to the middle of the week, Electric Eel, bring your ideas to life. Again, we have water energy with the eel, but we also have fire energy. That is passions. Bring your ideas to life. If you've been reflecting upon something that you're passionate about, especially during this moon in Sagittarius, the sun now in a fire sign, it is a perfect time to initiate something that you're passionate about. It's time to manifest it. It's a time to gain freedom and allow it to liberate you, right? In this independence energy that is your strength, to bring forth a new creative project. You know, we've been in the Pisces season where it's about creation. We have the sun moved into Aries, but we still have that Pisces energy with Neptune and Jupiter, and Mercury will be moving into the sign of Pisces and coming into conjunctions with the sun, with the expansive planet of Jupiter, and also Neptune, bringing forth creative projects. It indicates so far for the beginning of the week and the middle of the week, deep emotions, a lot of feels, but also a lot of freaking fire, passion, initiation of projects. I love it. Let's see what we have for the last part of the week. Jade. The moon moves into Capricorn, so I picked Jade, very earthy. The moon in Capricorn is a collective energy for all of us for this reading, but if you have a moon in Capricorn, this can be a difficult placement because the moon is a deep feeler, Capricorn's really not. But how you can take those emotions in the moon in Capricorn energy is to be emotionally passionate about, like we have at the beginning and the middle of the week, dutiful, feeling a duty, feeling like you just have an emotional freedom within you with that moon moving from Sagittarius to Capricorn. You could have a little bit of feelings come up within you about a need for inner security. Allow the moon in Capricorn energy to drive you forward, like the chariot prior, with an energy of ambition. Be practical about it. Do what it is within you. Don't get stuck in the deep feelings of the moon in Scorpio and let that hold you back. Process it, balance it, justice card coming up. Gain clarity. Take some initiation forward with that moon in Sagittarius in the middle of the week. And then Capricorn, take forward practical steps to make you have an inner security, to make you feel emotionally dutiful, whatever it is that your passion is. So for the last part of the week, the Five of Cups energy, you know, the images on these decks, this is how I'm actually learning tarot better than I've ever, because his images are powerful. They speak 1,000 words. So this is an energy of feeling emotionally let down. This is an energy of maybe feeling stuck. And so what I'm going to question and what I'm going to point to everybody towards the end of the week with the moon in Capricorn is to not forget and appreciate what you have right now in the present. Don't get hung up in past emotional disappointments, whether it be within yourself or other people. Don't allow that to hold you back. Don't get stuck. Like in the beginning of the week when we have the moon in Scorpio, that can happen with that moon in Scorpio being a fixed, deep water sign. To feel like distrustful in yourself, to keep getting hung up, whether it be within grief or an emotional letdown. I guess what I'm feeling with this energy is to, at the end of the week, make sure you are grateful for what you do have. Process all the feels. Don't ignore any of them. With the moon in Capricorn, this can be a difficult placement in the natal birth chart, right? They don't want to go into those deep feels. But this card is asking us to not ignore them. Feel all the feels, process the emotional disappointments or hurts, but don't forget to look at what we have, what we've experienced, right? So let's see what else goes along with it. She just speaks 1,000 words to me. You know, she's got that look of disappointment on her face. And she's emotionally going over it and over it and over it. And so it's showing us to not get stuck in the emotions and the feelings. Just deep feel, feel everything. That's how we transform it. Peace, dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. This card came up within the last 3 weeks again. So finding joy, this is how we can process those deep emotional letdowns, is to find our inner peace within us, our inner divine. Dissolve the unwanted emotional letdowns. And with the disturbing thoughts too, again, it's about that justice at the beginning of the week of finding a good healthy balance and a good clarity within our minds, balancing it with our hearts, joy, creative energy as well here. So making sure, like I said, during the middle of the week, plant that seed, make some chariot moves forward with what you're passionate about. South Node, life debts. Well, that's huge too. So we have the South Node that is a collective energy in Scorpio right now. Again, the scorpionic energy is deep. It's betrayals, it's emotional abandonment. This could be what this card is telling us here, that we may be processing and remembering some deep emotions, like towards the beginning of the week with those emotions. South Node is about letting go. South Node is about past experiences, past karma, past wounds. But the beautiful part of it about it is, which is what my channel's named for, is heading towards the North Node. The progress, what we've let go of in the past, in the South Node energy, and moving toward a new balanced part of ourselves. So the South Node is collectively in Scorpio, so that means the North Node is in Taurus, the body, our values, like that came up at the beginning of the week, owning, second house, values, beauty. We have two energies here with sacral type energy. So it could be letting go of some emotional disappointment in a relationship that snuffed your passion, your peace. And so, again, feel all your feels. Feel it to fucking heal it. That's how I always say. Learn from your past mistakes and allow that to drive you forward in peace. The guardian, Artemis, Miss Sagittarius herself. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. I love it. So the Sagittarius energy, the guardian, having an optimism, knowing that you're divinely guided, divinely supported, divinely protected. That'll be a beautiful way when the moon is in Capricorn towards the end of the week to not get caught up in feeling like you're not making enough progress. Be driven by that moon in Capricorn energy, like she's pulling back the arrow, shooting forward. It isn't, she's not hunting. She's pointing her sights on a passion and how she wants to go forward. And so just know that you are divinely protected as you merge and harmonize your mind with your heart. Your decisions are then supported by Creator, supported by yourself. When we know better, we do better. So don't hold on to those emotional letdowns. We've all been emotionally let down, right? When we step into our power, that's when we can truly shoot ourselves forward, letting go of the past, bringing forth peace. Beautiful. The bat spirit, a rebirth is assured. So when we let go of those emotions, we'll find peace. And how we let go of those emotional letdowns is to feel all the feels. This South Node energy is huge. That is the rebirth. When we let go of past things, that transformative energy, right, of Pluto Scorpio at the beginning of the week is how we are rebirthed. I love that. A rebirth is assured. And look at this. Lots of sacral grounding in our body as well. I'm feeling like I'm being guided to say that, making sure that we are down here in our body doing our balance, because we're just coming out of Pisces season, which can be very delusional and lofty and whatever, but on the beautiful aspect of it, it's creative. So taking that creative life force energy, allow the rebirth. When one thing ends, another thing begins. So for this could be a rebirth is assured. If you process your feels, right, which isn't always easy with Moon in Capricorn, when we allow those feels to be felt and be appreciative for the things and the emotions and the feels that we feel, that rebirth will be, no doubt, without any doubt, you'll have a metamorphosis or a transformative energy within yourself. And then you can go forward in this Moon and Capricorn energy in a more practical way, taking forward your life lessons, right? Because Saturn rules Capricorn. Saturn is, father time. Saturn always gets a bad rap, but Saturn on the high aspect of it is all about learning from our mistakes. It's about gaining a wisdom through our life lessons. And that truly does bring forth a rebirth. That is our message for March 20th or through the 26th. Again, always timeless messages, but I am following the moon cycle with these. Just a beautiful little reminder. On the 21st, which will be Monday, we're moving into that energy now, there will be a Mars square Uranus type of energy. I caution you to not be too impulsive. I caution you to be very present, taking one move at a time, because the Mars-Uranus energy can create sudden, fast, that's Uranus energy, conflict with Mars. It can also create a more accident-prone type of energy, so just keep that in mind, tuck it away in your little pocket, and I hope everybody is enjoying the sun moving into fire. A little bit of forward momentum again with the chariot action, taking forward creative things within you, processing all the feels. And until the next time, shalom, shalom.